band squats. We're gonna do 5 sets. Gonna keep it really basic. And see what we've got left over for other exercises. We did a little bit of a walk. But my body's struggling to stay anaerobic. And it really is not liking the aerobic exercise at all. So just getting the body moving is the main thing here. So I know I can get 12 to 15, even 20 with this one. This can add a significant amount of intensity here, so let's see where we're at. The band is partially broken down here, and I tried to rig it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come all the way out here. Right? And I'm going to get under this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's see. I'm going to get under this here because it is a higher intensity. It's at least like 300 pounds. And let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of pressure. All right, let's see how it goes. That's about maybe 200. Scoot up a little bit. 4, maybe 185. It's significant. Yeah, it's significant to the point where I can't just lift it up. And I've always been able, even when I'm really thin, to squat a great amount of weight. Since I was a teenager. We'll be back. It's a quest. The knees hurt a little. Should have done some stretching. Just jumping in. No real preparation. Jumping in and doing it. 3 to 5 sets were good on a given exercise. Gonna see how much we can actually get in today though. Not shooting for the moon, just shooting. Oh yeah, I can feel every bit of tension. I'd venture to say that the total tension of that, so the total tension at the top with just the green band, from what ChatGPT was saying, is about 140 pounds I'd say that was about 215 pounds of constant tension. All right, gonna rest up. We've been pretty good about resting for a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes per set. And that's the primary difference with, I do with my water, with doing burpees and turning anaerobic exercises into aerobic modality. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that style or the personalities that tend to go with it. I watch them for a little while and then I'll realize it's just not for me. Should I try to do kind of a pyramid where I add another 20 to 30 pounds here? I suppose if we can get it over our head. Let's go one at a time. Let's do that. We'll go one at a time. Here, let's scoot it up here so we have a little more. So that's 140. And let's just say that's about a 170, let's say. That's 170. And then this one that's messed up might even break midway through. This one adds in another 60 to 70 pounds. Yeah, I can definitely feel it. Got to even it out. It's unevenly distributed. All right, let's see how we do here. Oh, yeah. See, 10 was plenty for that one. All right, getting back out. There's 1, 2. Now, you don't realize that it has that much tension until you're in it. Also, that was way up on my neck and it hurt. So on the next set, I really need to get it back there. Yeah, that hurt my neck. Not a good feeling. Bad chiropractic move there. Yeah, so we're adding in another 20 or 30 in tension. I'd say it's probably close to 245 plus my weight. And the sine or the angle. So the thing is, the angle may reduce my body weight ever so slightly because I'm not at much of an angle, but it won't reduce the tension. I messed my neck up on that. I'm gonna stretch out a little bit here. One of those times you just want to hang upside down, you know. Well, let's see if we got that down. We'll focus more of the attention and energy on adjusting that, appropriately adjusting it. All right, so all the way back. It just doesn't want to go back there. Wants to creep up on my neck. And then as I look down and do the bands, it creeps back up on my neck. Yeah, it just creeps right up there. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's not a comfortable feeling. It's a pain in the ass sort of feeling. And you'd rather just, we're dealing with what we have, right? That one's back on the shoulders. Let's put it on that side first and see what happens. All right. Put it on there. Back further, yeah. Well, at least it's loaded a little better. I feel it. Yeah. One at a time, right? Two at a time. Yeah, I guess getting in and out would be, there's just this pinch. So there's like this need to get out. There's 3 sets already. Uncomfortable, pinching. Not a good feeling. Open this door. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down for a minute, but there's already a feeling of wanting to do some rear delts, which I haven't done. So what I might do is go back 2 squats after I do a few sets of rear delts. I'm gonna kind of mix in some corrective exercises. I just had a bowl of cereal too with whey protein. That definitely wasn't timed too well. All right, let's focus on some rear delts here. Let's see how this tension works. Get a little angle. All right, nice. Let's get a few sets of that, and then maybe we'll mix in some squats with some T's or I's. That's feeling good. Yeah. Disperses that terrible spinal load that I had going there. Terrible. Very thermic. Smelling my pits like the hormones are shifting and changing. This area recovers pretty quick, but I'm not recovered, so. And there is kind of a lack of air quality. Air quality is poor in here. All right, let's try it. Let's do it. Yeah. Maybe we'll, I mean, it seems like I could get a lot of sets in here. Yeah, I did not like those squats. Well, maybe if I used a more padded, maybe if I did something like that, it would disperse it. Something tells me we'd end up at the same place though. But I'm addicted to that tension, you know? That tension I was feeling. It's a nice tension. Super nice tension. Also, I was set back a little further than I really needed to be. Get those about right. Yeah, let's see if we can do this first. Okay, so if this red band gets back there, yeah, that kind of actually acts as a barrier a little bit. Let's see how this one does. So far, so good on that. See how I'm doing this? I'm doing the harder to put on place band first. Putting it back, and then getting this one set back. All right, that might have done the trick there. Yep, no tension. That was the trick. So 100% of that tension went into it. That felt really nice. It's hard to equate those to squats. It's not direct. It's very indirect. Because at times, it feels like it's about 260, which still isn't much. But when it's constant tension, it feels like it could shoot up even higher. walk around a little bit. Definitely sweating. Lots of water. If I had some sweet tea left, I'd be sipping on it. Maybe in a couple days. All right. That was nice. Super nice. All right. Going in for the 7th set. Let's do it. Oh, I'm way over here, aren't I? Yeah. Didn't even notice that. Let's just kind of scoot it back more than anything, right? Yeah. All right, let's do some rear delts. Let's make sure that's even. Yeah, so you see the different angles I'm getting. I may even go for 4 there. That did fuck me up though. I have a lot of issues here, so that wasn't a nice feeling. I'm always worried about that area, so we're gonna come back to both of those. I'm gonna get a few sets of hip thrusts to see if I can kind of correct that shit. So here with the hip thrust, we come in like this. So people who use these burpees and the clocks, they're people who are conformists, in my opinion, that go off other people's clock. I've always gone on my own clock, and strangely, if you look at it, knowing that I'm trying to build, you'll notice I'm almost at like 2.5 or 3 minutes to the T. I know when I'm going a little faster than 3 minutes. It takes exactly 3 minutes to replace that creatine in the phosphagen system. All right, so we hang this. So there are people who compete with other people. People like that will always be mediocrity. Because even the times at the Olympic level, Bigfoot could come along and smash those, right? A lot more cryptid Bigfoot sightings these days. Yeah, it's been the most boring subject to me too. I have never gotten into that. So, this is one where, so what I want to do is I want to be looking back, exactly what my body doesn't want to do right now, and thrust my hips forward. And we want to get a minimum of 3 here as well. So the best way to get into this is oh shit. You know what I noticed? I'm way too far forward. I'm gonna end up going right through that glass. All right, so and the other thing I just realized is my shoe's probably gonna slip off and fuck up my whole my whole set. This foot, it slips out. It has to be like so tight that it cuts off my circulation. All right. Tighten those in. Oh, my abs are killing me from the other day too. All right. I know I'm sloppy. It's feeling too good not doing anything. And the truth is I should be taking a day rest to grow, but I want to hit some ancillary things that I wasn't hitting before. So this is higher than it usually is. So I'm going to be getting more of a hamstring stretch here. There, we want to avoid going through that glass. All right, we're ready. That was really hard to get into today. Yeah, I've got it too high. Got it set way too high. Yeah, I'm feeling a huge tension through my traps just now, where I feel like I just almost tore something. I need to get some magnesium in my system. That was extremely difficult. Yeah, I'm almost thinking about ending it. Got to sit down for a minute. So what I did is I took a little liquid magnesium. A little more now. I think I usually start with that exercise, which is why it feels really easy to get up there. Yeah, we're gonna rest a moment and think about that. Boy, those squats, they used a lot more of my traps than I thought. All right, so that I don't slow down and I can do an assessment while I'm still moving, I'm gonna go into a squat with a rear delt flare. Yeah, that really hurt though. And I think it has to do with the compression on my cervical spine. Those kind of things you don't want to play with. It was scary. It was scary. It was the kind of pain where it's scary, like what's going on. So let's see how we're feeling in this exercise. All right, that wasn't so bad. I'm just moving that, so. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that today. Sometimes I just have to listen to my own limits. It's not the exercise, because I do that fairly regularly. It's the mixture. I guess those squats were tougher than I thought. Okay, that's good. Okay, squat, flare, squat, flare. And something that I noticed back in the day that I'd done prior to is you can actually add some tension into this. Let's make sure we get that even, right? Where you're actually doing a rear delt exercise. Squat. Oh yeah. Whoa, let's see if we can get it right. Oh, that's as far as we can go before we shoot forward. Dude. Yeah, let's just do this. It's how we remember to learn. Yeah, I'd need to use one of those simple bands, the easier bands. I had one, but it broke. Let's do quick time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm burping up cereal. Yeah, it is. That just showed me what happened. It's my mid traps. I was gonna hit those today, but now I know. Those rear delts with the squats just hit the mid traps. Ooh, good one. So we kind of have 10 sets. Kind of, sort of. It's a really lower body centric exercise day, and it's not even that good. I really wanted to get a stretch in there, and I wasn't able to do that. I'm really feeling my quads though, so those few sets were a good entry bargaining chip. I'm not really that fatigued, and it feels like a lame workout. But I also don't feel like doing high intensity. Let's start in on something like this. Something simple. Just to keep going. It's one of those days where everything kind of feels off. Okay. So what's going to happen if I do this? Oh yeah, I got to split those exercises up. Those squats were more effective the other day. Leading into today, I was still sore yesterday. And I keep downplaying it, but then I look at my thighs and I'm like, they're growing. So I tend to do that with squats too, where I'm loading up 405, 435, 445, doing reps, 20, 30, 40 reps with that weight. No PEDs, long before PEDs. So that muscle memory's in there. Go for some feel-good exercises. Like I say, an extra day, an extra workout day. I'm still very sore from my prior days, and you might see that here because I might flop on my face. Yeah, let's see after that hellacious tricep session the other day if I'm even able to go into this. Let's try it out. Yeah, so when in doubt, I go to a base set of rollouts with presses. And then I'll see if I can get a few shoulder presses in there. But it's kind of doubtful. All right, let's do this, man. Let's do this. A little far back. Even now, yeah, that's about right. Roll out. Yeah, we can do it. Let's get a little rotation. There's two. Lots of sweat. 3. Makes it fly in there. That felt good. Let's call it. As the sweat drips down. Effective. Effective. I was going to keep going, but I need to start doing some weighted jump rope. I gotta get my VO2 up. Oh man. Let's do some hanging rows. All right. So it's odd, but the few times I've been doing those hip thrusts, I was afraid of that happening from the first one. I was like, oh, 15. Second exercise day, 15. Third, 15. I could have done 20. Today, couldn't even get up there. All right. I'm really just thinking about one set of rows for 10 to 15. I might get to 6 or 8 and have to bump my feet down. But I'm going to go for 12 to 15. I think 12 is a realistic number. 15 is a little ambitious. Squats do take it out of you without even realizing to what extent. All right. Sort of 15. Sort of. How's everything? And I want to try a set of like 6 bar dips. So it doesn't snap back. Yeah, body's still recovering. Whew. Man, oh man. All right. Only way the conditioning is going to come up is if I slightly lessen the rest time. Right on that spot. Damn, I hate those things for that. 6. So that's my body weight plus a good 50 pounds, maybe even 70. That's 270. Whew. So some might say that was a nothing workout, but you can tell that wasn't nothing to me. It was definitely something. Yeah, so I posted up the stats on that. And those are 20 to 50 to the highest stretch. Active recovery here. I'm gonna recover for about 3 minutes. And pop my ears. So everything's on fire. I still have to hit my core, so I'll probably go in and do that tomorrow because I don't really have anything left to work. I should have got one more set of squats in, but I would prefer to even do a jump rope, weighted rope. But I'm done. That was about a 14, 15 set workout. I thought I hurt myself and really fucked up my muscle, but it was just working from the last set. Squats with all the bands. Rear delts. Went back and visited the back and the chest. Even got in a little core with those rollouts. Still is shoulders and core. So I have my work cut out for me tomorrow. I want to revisit the side laterals, but I want to hit some shoulder presses with at least that green band. And we'll even investigate and see if I'm capable of the black and the red. Probably not all together, but we'll see. I've surprised myself in, it's all good ways, but knowing that you're already fatigued and you can't get in the position, it's a good sign. But my low back and core obviously are still sore from the tricep exercise that doesn't look like much, but you go ahead and try it. Try it. Lean on a bar, like at your school or civic center, you'll see those nice 1.5, 2-inch wide tubular pipes, right? Poles, rails. Try doing some tricep extensions at a 45-degree angle just with your body weight. Pressing out away from you, not under you. Keep it in your triceps and tell me. That's easy. ChatGPT said 90 to 115 pounds plus the instability, right? That recruits the muscle fascicles. That's a challenging exercise. Whew. I was gonna play a little bit of this Sasquatch Bigfoot shit that I got going. Maybe I will. But that's a lame exercise day, but that's an exercise day. The intensity was really high the past couple of days of training this week. Can't get this thing right. And you can see the growth is just crazy compared to where I was. So hypertrophy fees kicking in. And really, I'm only 2 weeks into eating carbohydrates. Exactly 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks today. And prior to that, 35 days of, this is my son's channel that he's posting up. He's doing full-length videos on more sci-fi novels. He's a writer. He's written several sci-fi novels. I wrote some books too, but I had no experience and they were really poorly written. And I unpublished most of them, but I just wanted to be able to publish something and get it out there. But a lot of what I was saying is just too arcane, too esoteric, too cryptic. So I'm resting up, thinking whether or not let's see. Thinking whether or not I want to go in and do more. I'm kind of addicted to the training, to be quite honest with you. Like, I'm kind of like feeling like, wow, I want to do more, you know? Do I have any more muscles left to do that with? And I'm gonna play this. Not really sure how to turn that off. There you go. Yeah, let me go like that. Let's see. Want to see. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this. I can't figure it out. Yeah, we're going to call it. I'll have to figure that out before I do the next one. Anywho, that's that. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be coming back at you with a shoulder workout and a core workout next. And we got to make that count. So we got to get at least 15 sets on that. But been working hard, seeing results, eating carbs, 350 to 500 grams a day. My appetite's starting to drop off. So I'm starting to question whether I'm overtraining a little bit. So if I'm gone for 2 days, you'll know why. But the next one's core and shoulders. And I think we're going to be back tomorrow. And knowing myself, I'll probably be working out right away today. Maybe we'll come online. Really capricious.